Hi folks, we'll have our problems in life. I for one have my own problems and dramas going on. But I use music, magic, art, reading to escape the daily grind. So that being said, let me show you something with just a pack of cards. Okay. Now, one thing magicians love doing is they love finding the four aces. Why? Who knows? Maybe it's because they can cheat at cards should they ever have a game with their friends. Not that they would, but they could. Right, so what I'm going to try and do is cut to the four aces. So let's go for the black aces first. Okay, so I think that's the first one right there, but wouldn't that be great if that was the first ace? The ace of clubs. So every time I'm going to find one, I'm just going to rest it just here on the table. So that's the clubs. Next up, I'm going to try and find his twin, being the ace of spades, which give or take a few, I think is just there. And don't forget, every time I find one, I rest it just on the table. The red ones, I'm going to try and find at the same time. That's strange because they're the two black ones. So if I've got the two black ones there, then on the table must be the two reds. Anyway, I'm just going to leave them aside for the time being. Another thing I learned to do during the COVID times was reading tarot cards. I've always wanted to learn how to do it. Not that I'm going to do that today, but I'm going to use the aces to actually help me find out some information about a card. So if you was here, I would literally just run through the cards and you say stop. So you might say stop there. And I'm going to turn around, but just look at that card. Excellent. And we'll just place that back in to the pack. As such. Now the four aces, they're going to give me a little bit of information one at a time. If you don't know the suits of cards, by the way, it's spades, hearts, clubs, and diamonds. The rest I'm just going to leave just aside for now. And then what I would do if you was here, I would cast the ace over your hand one at a time and it'll tell me relevant information. Just going to give them a real quick mix though. So the first one, tells me nothing. The second one, that tells me the colour of your card. So that tells me your card must have been red, right? So let me place that one just down here. The next one tells me the suit. Tells me your card must have been a diamond, which I leave just down here. The next one tells me the colour and the suit. So therefore, it tells me it must have been a red card and a diamond. And of course, the last one tells me you must have went for a 7 of diamonds, right? But look, what we're going to do is just wiggle our fingers over the cards as such. And this is the crazy thing, because now you see all we have is the 4 sevens. Crazy. And it's only ever told with like 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Now, let me just tell you something else. Let me just sort these cards into half and half. Let's go for about there. So I've got half the cards face up and half the cards face down. Now, throughout life, things can sometimes seem a complete mess. Our life is literally all over the place. We have no idea what we're doing. So our life is completely and utterly jumbled up. Let me just break these so they're about equal. I'll give them another shuffle, I think. Let's give them another shuffle. So you can see they're face up and face down. So about half and half. So I've got half mixed there, which I'll leave just to one side. And the other half, you can see it mixed. Now, when our life is confused, it may take some time in order to put things back into the proper place. It can take sometimes months, weeks, even years, sometimes even decades to sort our issues out. But sometimes when we don't try to sort out our problems, something amazing can happen. Because this one I haven't even touched, yet everything seems perfectly fine. However, sometimes when we feel like we've sorted all our problems out, in fact, we haven't. And life still can seem a bit all over the place. Anyway, what I would recommend if you are in a situation where you're struggling is just tackle your problems one at a time. Don't try to take everything on at the same time. So that being said, you take care of yourself and each other. Bye for now.